Hi, everyone. Welcome to Kiki and Kibbitz. It's Mary, and I keep disappearing off the screen because I am celebrating Cinco de Mayo with my sombrero. Happy Felon Friday, and I am here with this week's edition of Love After Lockup, Life After Lockup, Love During Lockup, Word on the Street. So I'm going to take off my sombrero and hop right in. So it's been almost 1 week since I had my epic season finale party with Blaine, Amber, Puppy, and Queen. And it was so epic that Puppy, poor Puppy, she was pulled over live on my recap, just getting Chinese food for her kids. If you haven't checked it out already, you need to. It's on my channel. Last week's season finale recap party. Blaine started off with me, and then Amber, Queen, and Puppy took over, but not before. Puppy had a little technical difficulty with getting pulled over by the cops and such. So yeah, it's gonna take off my sombrero. It's bothering me here. So yeah, so you need to check that out. It was epic, to say the least. Now, we're taking a Mama June break. Mama June will be on for 10 episodes. Okay, guys? So, Love During Lockup will be starting in July. And this is a new cast member. Her name is Jada. Her man's name is Mike. Okay, so this is Jada and her man. And yeah, a little bit more on her later. I have some really big news I need to share with you guys. In case you haven't heard yet, I did some deep diving into Mr. Moka, Mike's manager, Moka, because honestly, his behavior after the incident that we all heard about that occurred on Mr. Lord Lucan's interview kind of rubbed me the wrong way. And it was Mr. Moka's social media postings, to be honest with you, that rubbed me the wrong way. So I decided to do my own research, and my own research opened up a can of worms, and the worms just keep spilling and spilling and spilling, and the worms are loud as hell. So please, if you haven't already, check out my Moka is a Big Fat Scammer article on wordonthestreetreality.com and the video that I did yesterday. Now, I know Mr. Montana Mills felt some type of way because within moments of me posting about my article on the Kiki and Kibbitz Instagram, he jumped in the comments, and as we see here, he feels like it's a false narrative. Now, Mike, all I ask you is for you to please give me the same courtesy I gave you when you appeared on my channel about 2 weeks ago, and let me tell my full story. And then if you don't agree with me, we have a right to agree to disagree. But Mike, I gave you a chance. You came on my channel. You explained to me that you were busy. You didn't have a chance to watch the episode. It's fine. We recapped. We talked. Everything was fine, Mike. I gave you the benefit of the doubt. Why don't you give me the benefit of the doubt? Let me tell my full story. And if you still disagree, hey, we're all adults. We could agree to disagree. Just saying. So, as for Mike, we could see here, he's in war mode, sitting on a tank. And I guess one of his side hustles, while they're not on TV at the moment, if you need your credit score fixed, Mr. Montana Mills is there for you to fix your credit score. Personally, I wouldn't give Mr. Montana Mills my personal information, social security number, mother's maiden name, things of that sort. But hey, if you feel secure and you need your credit score fixed, I guess Mr. Montana Mills has the resources. Send him a DM. He could hook you up. So please check out my article because ladies love Moka, but Moka seems to love their cash. That's a nice pinky ring, huh? So last week, I had a flock of pigeons come to my window, and they were loud about certain cast members coming back and certain cast members not coming back. And they were, they were correct at the time. But unfortunately, I have an announcement to make. And man, my hair is messed up because of my sombrero. Okay, I have an announcement to make. And I'm pulling out my niece's mic. My niece's mic is making an appearance again. Derek, your acceptance speech last week must have really swayed someone because Derek and Monique are returning. I repeat, Derek and Monique will be returning to the next season of Life After Lockup. And once again, I would like to thank my niece Abby for letting me keep her mic for my silliness on my YouTube channel. So, if you would like Derek to appear in your city in June, July, or August, please tell your local club and party promoters to tap on in. And this is the year of moving on motion, not emotion. It's just business, nothing personal. Do you hear that, Monique? It's just business, nothing personal. And he's going to be in Maryland. And don't forget his Tubi movie, Hell in My Life, which I still need to find time to watch. And I see lots of Derek here. Where's Monique? Just saying. Just saying. And Elizabeth is looking nice. Elizabeth, you go. You go with your bad self. Just saying. And I just want to shout out Gio Malik. On Gio Malik's channel, the last week alone, he did a one-on-one interview with Elizabeth, and he had Elizabeth and Monique up on his panel, and that shit was lit. Okay, so if you haven't seen it already, please go check out Gio Malik. I'll put the link in the description. He had a one-on-one interview with Elizabeth and Monique and Elizabeth, two separate. Monique and Elizabeth, like screaming at each other. Okay, so check that out. And he checked Monique. Gio checked Monique on a lot of things. So I will shout Gio off for that. So it seems like Lindsay is a college student. These pictures were dropped in my DMs from a little birdie, from another little pigeon. And seems like she's a college student on the side. And she's using that little old noggin up there for something else besides having little flare-ups and temper tantrums and screaming at Blaine. So, yay, Lindsay. And speaking of Lindsay and Blaine, they want to thank the fans for joining them on their wild, wild journey. Yes, the roller coaster known as Lindsay. And if you want Lindsay for a Mother's Day cameo, I think that's a fantastic idea. Tam got some new tats. Sorry, Tam got a new tat, I should say. his wife's name on the back of his neck. And he's pretty damn proud of himself when he loads the dishwasher, which he should be. And they are doing long distance couple support consultations, which I think Cam and Eris would be fantastic doing, hosting meet and greets, features, and of the sorts in Georgia and the Florida area, May, June, July. You guys want to, book them? Hit up Cam. Sounds good to me. Now, Athena, the one that got snitched on during the season that she said the F word, well, apparently she can't keep her hands to herself either. She punched a little boy in the stomach. And Addie, I just want to take those cheeks. Oh my goodness. Sean and Sarah's little girl. I don't. First of all, spitting image of her daddy and those cheeks. That's all I have to say. Now, Mama Yolanda gave us a scare this week. Indy took to her stories that mom was in the hospital. So I hit her up to see what was going on. And mom was dizzy. Her arm went numb. So the hospital ran a whole bunch of tests, and thankfully everything was fine. I hit up Mama Yolanda. She said it was just some inflammation in her lungs. Everything is good because, as you can see by the middle picture, she was back at it, singing her karaoke. And Indy, sometimes it's good just to listen to the sound of your feet and walking away from the bullshit. Now, let's move on to some Love After Lockup pets. We have Kayla's cat Dior and Lizzie snugging up with her kitty. And if we're going to do Love After Lockup pets, let's throw in my cat Tiger, who snuck out into the hallway the other day and sat there looking at me like I had 10 heads when I wanted her to go into the house. And speaking of Kayla, here she is. And Kevin, he invested in himself and his future. And I know I am not a Kevin fan, and I bust his balls and I yell at him all the time. But this is a good move, dude. Okay? Good move. Investing in a truck, investing in a business, investing in yourself. Good move. Just wish you weren't such a douchebag. It wouldn't be word on the street without a little bit of Lacey and Shane, mostly Shane, because Lacey doesn't post anything that doesn't have to do with her OnlyFans. Shane is studying and hanging out with his cousin, and you could get a Mother's Day cameo from him as well. And wouldn't be word on the street lately without a little bit of Heather and Dylan. But actually, I decided to post positivity from Heather because guess what? Heather decided to take some pictures of some positive stuff, flowers and leaves of the sort. So I decided to post that instead of her usual rants and ramblings. And then we have Dylan in his car, as usual, wearing shades. Now, the last time we saw Nicole, she wasn't looking so good. I mean, this wig is not very flattering. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It's not a flattering wig. And she was arrested for possession. Not a great set of circumstances, to say the least. But Tia, on the other hand, she has made a reappearance on social media, and she looks great. Just saying. Now, going back to the Love During Lockup cast member that I touched on in the beginning of my video, her name is Jada. Her man's name is Mike. Her sister is a prankster. Her sister's name is Jess. Her sister had took over her Instagram account and at one point was answering these questions pretending to be her. But I decided to post the ones that were actually her. So she doesn't know who is going to be on the next season. She has been waiting for Chris since 2017. Okay. And that's basically all we know about her. I posted a reel with some other stuff about her on my Instagram, on the Kiki and Kippets Instagram. She has dogs, and that's basically it. So we'll see what else occurs with her on the new season. And speaking of love during lockup, we have Santiba with Corey and full moon is Scorpio, and Santiba is glowingly happy. And that is all I have to say because of her new love. And if you would like to see an exclusive music video from him, go check out my article on wordonthestreetreality.com. And from Love During Lockup, we have Boston, who I guess is still waiting for Hottie. I am so glad Ty decided to. So she's still visiting him and will be by his side. And I guess Boston is Hottie's ride or die. And Emily, to me, Emily's a very beautiful girl. But one thing that I wish for Emily, and one thing that I wish for all of my viewers and subscribers on this Felon Friday, on this Cinco de Mayo, and every day, just smile. Even when you feel overwhelmed, everybody's annoying the fuck out of you, because trust me, I've been feeling it this week. Just take a moment and just think about Garfield and smile. Thank you so much. Please subscribe if you don't already. Please hit the like button, share my video with a friend or 10, and I'll see you next week. Thank you so much. Bye.